right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. This is Coach J, leadership coach. I work with women all over the world to help them with creating offers that will transform the lives of other people in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, and of course, systems. And so when it comes down to building a business and, really honing in on messaging, honing in on the sales process, you really have to understand a couple of key different things. Is that this is the time in the season for you to get serious about your business. Um, I'm going to put this in here, shameless plug. I have a free masterclass that's coming up on March the 11th. At 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So it will behoove you to sign up for that. It is going to be amazing. And we're going to be talking about how to create a signature offer for that particular class. So do not miss it. Make sure you sign up. And you can look at the link in the description box below. So you are going to have to prepare your business to possibly become the family employer. And I want to just kind of put this out there because I don't think people really understand how it is absolutely of high importance, high priority to be absolutely determined and committed to your process of building, growth, scaling right now at this particular time, right? What sparked off this particular video? Because, like I said, I was not going to go live this morning. I was on my morning walk, but the topic came up from I saw a young lady on TikTok, and the young lady that was on TikTok, especially if you need content, y'all, TikTok got it all day, okay? Um, and she has 7 children, okay? 26, I believe, 26, 27 years old with, I believe, 7 children. And she was telling people on TikTok that she wanted a man to help her take care of her children. And she said, well, 4 of my children they have their dads. It's 3 of them that I only need help with. Peep out the words that I'm using. The thing is that she kept saying, I just need help. I just need help. I just need help with them. Not to fall in love, not to give my children a structure or a foundation, but I just need help. And it got me to thinking about something that I've always said. If you're watching live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, definitely comment replay. I would love to know who's watching now and who's watching later. That's always good info. But one of the things that she kept saying, like I said, she was always talking about how much help she needed. I need help. I need help. And when I think about women and studying women over time and also paying attention to even my own self-sufficient journey that I have been on, in my 30s. I'm now in my early 40s. One of the things that come up is that when women are consistently in their youth brains, right? So to the point where women struggle with emotional development to the point where their children having children, right? In the brain, they're still locked into teenage years. Because human development is supposed to be progressive, right? Human development is supposed to have a progressive timeline. So women who were highly emotional, because it's expected when you're a child, right? It's expected when you're a teenager that we stay in these emotional states of, lashing out. When we get mad, we let the world know that we're upset. And then we need to know why you have a problem. Why do you have an issue with me? Why do you have an issue with what I said? They're always trying to figure out why someone is bucking back at them, right? So this is more emotional. So anger is pushed out. Needing help is pushed out. Instead of looking deep within themselves and say, what can I do to fix my situation? Women have a tendency to struggle with foundation, and they struggle to find structure. And I'm tying this all together, so just let me cook, okay? Let me cook. When it comes down to women's progression in human development, if they are not placed into an awareness that gets them to start making some decisions that moves them into progression, what will happen is that when they're having children, they're a child raising themselves. They don't know how to communicate. They lash out on the children because they're taking out their anger that they have on the fathers on the children, right? So it's like a temper tantrum all the time. And so some of these women never ever go into business and they're never ever really successful. So they sit at home because they're too emotionally unregulated to sit in a cubicle and and much less handle a business. But we do see this in business, in the business realm too, where there is a lack of emotional development among certain demographics. We see that women do not lay a foundation of calmness and peace and structure for themselves. And as a woman who has walked that path, right, and had to make a decision to emotionally develop, because mentally, intellectually, and intelligently, in so many ways, from a what is it called, from an intellectual formal education standpoint, many women are fine. Like, many women can get into a classroom and ace the course. Women can get into formal education, a classroom, and do very well until it's time for them to step out into business. Now all of a sudden they're second guessing themselves. And then they'll say that I was called, I know I was called to break generational curses. I was called to, be the generation curse breaker in my family, to break the chains. But then they never end up breaking anything. They never end up breaking anything. So they stay in this frozen state for a very elongated period of time. They get nervous because they don't trust themselves. Still very minor, still very minor minded. It's very